So, who has yet to sign their contracts? Who could be signing with someone else? And what major names may or may not sign at all? Well, we're just going to have to find out the answers to those questions and many more as we go into a free agent frenzy for this week and next week. And well, we're going to start this 2 week series here on Fantasy Football Fever starting right now.
15 seconds to air. Stand by, all cameras.
Ready with slow motion and isolated cameras.
Stand by, videotape, and rotate.
And tape is rolling in less than 5, in 3, 2, 1.
Take tape.
Hey, what's good, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Fantasy Football Fever. It is May 21st, 2021. The weather is just getting hotter. I don't know how it is where y'all are, but down here in Texas, it's getting pretty hot. We thought we had a chance of rain, but I guess it was so hot the weather just evaporated all that rain. But hey, it's good to have you here. My name, of course, is Tim McClellan. Joining me for this special show, got my good friend John Talley, the commissioner of our fantasy league, and he's come up with very important information that we're going to be covering over these next 2 weeks here. We are going into a free agent frenzy, I guess you could call it.
Mm-hmm.
John, we got some big names and some somewhat known names out there. So why don't we just go ahead and get started?
Yep. Well, we're gonna break it down into a 2 week edition. We're gonna cover as far as week 1 goes. We're gonna cover defense in general, and then wide receivers, and then quarterbacks. Week 2 is going to consist of running backs, tight ends, and the kickers. I mean, the main biggest fish are the defense and the wide receivers. There's quite a bit on this list, and there's actually a lot of names that are surprisingly have not been signed yet. So I guess, Tim, if you're ready, I got the first name ready. If you're set to talk about them.
Let's go ahead and get it going.
All right. Yeah, we're going to start off with the edge rushers and defensive linemen in general. First name I have on the list is Jason Pierre-Paul. Last season, he was with the Bucks. I mean, he had a decent year, but sometimes he gets injured every now and then. So, Tim, do you think there's a chance he resigns, or do you think he goes elsewhere? Any teams you can think of that could use defensive services?
Well, me being a homer, I would always say the Cowboys, but I'm not sure about that. I mean, I think we do have a pass rusher that we drafted this year. We'll just have to see how he does. But JPP in Dallas, I somehow don't see that happening. Maybe Chicago. I mean, the Bears need to beef up their defense, and JPP, he is talented, but he is injury prone, as we know. I still can't forget the time where he shot off a firecracker with his finger.
Oh, yeah.
That was like one of the most boneheaded stories I've ever heard. And he's a football player, so he needs to use his hands to take down the quarterbacks or the running backs or the receivers or whoever he's covering. So, right. Jason Pierre-Paul. I'm not sure. I think they may want to maybe extend him. Maybe I can't say more than 2 years. Maybe 1 or 2.
I could see that. Well, yeah. He is 33 years old, so he's getting up there in age as far as football is concerned. But I could possibly see him potentially re-signing. He'll probably go out with Brady. Hopefully that'll be his final year, and hopefully he means it this time. But might sound a little out of the ordinary, but I could see him staying in Florida, but possibly with the Dolphins or even the Jaguars. I
Well,
could possibly see him
Jaguars could
still.
definitely use some beefing up.
Yeah, 'cause, yeah, their defense has been pretty bad for years, so he would offer up an upgrade. But
Yeah,
if I had to call it, I would think he resigns with the Bucks. But
that's
I
serious.
think retirement though is also a possibility considering his injury history.
Right.
All right. Well, I guess that name's on the board, off the board. Now, you ready for our second person on defense?
Who you got?
All right. This next player, oh, he's a big troublemaker. Oh, he's always getting into fights on the field, getting suspended a lot.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Hmm.
I'll bet you it's Ndamukong Suh.
You called it.
Yeah, one of the dirtiest players in league history. Man,
Yeah.
I will never forget. I think it was a Thanksgiving game a few years back, or it was
Hmm.
around that time. I think it was I want to say it was the Packers and the Lions, and he stomped on somebody's head.
Yeah, I forgot who it was, but yep, I definitely remember that.
Yeah, he's just a guy that just needs. I mean, if he can keep his emotions in check, he can be a pretty darn good defenseman. But he just keeps getting in trouble. So,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
Dominican
he's
Sue.
entering his he's actually even older than Pierre Paul, so this one's a tough one. How do you see it? He's entering his 35-year-old season.
35 years old, and who is he with currently now?
His last team was also with the Bucks.
Also with the Bucks. If I had to choose between JPP and Sue, I'd I'd probably go with JPP.
Oh yeah,
Like
as far as
maybe,
a team
maybe
behind him.
yeah.
Hmm. Anybody you can think of off the top of your head that could probably use him, that he could use a defensive end? Oh, sorry, a defensive tackle.
Defensive tackle. Maybe first. I don't know. First thing coming off my head, Kansas City.
Hmm.
I mean, maybe. I mean, Kansas City needs to beef up their defense a little bit. They kind of fell off a little bit last 2 years, but I don't know. Sue is getting up there, so I don't know if he'll retire. Or I, I just I I just can't see the Bucks re-signing him to another contract. I'd say he'll probably get let go somewhere.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
The only vision I could see is maybe the Lions. That's where he started his career, so he could potentially sign a 1-year deal there and then maybe retire.
Maybe
Yeah,
I
he
can see that.
yeah he spent his first 5 seasons in Detroit, and then he went to Miami, and then 1 year
Yeah.
with the Rams. Oh, the Rams I don't see though at all because I think their defense is fine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think the only realistic fit I could probably see right now is the Lions. Let him start his career where it started.
Right.
All right, so there goes our second defensive man. Whoops, I crossed off the wrong name, but that's all right. This guy's going to be next anyway. The probably one of the last big fish that are still on the board. Next, we have Jadeveon Clowney.
Oh yes, Jadavion Clowney from South Carolina.
Yeah, let's
First
see
thing
where
I
he
think
lands.
of, the first thing I think of when I hear the name Jadavion Clowney is when I think it was his final year in South Carolina, and it was that one play where the opposing quarterback hands off the ball to his running back, and then immediately Clowney clocks him.
Ugh.
Can't remember who. I can't remember when or where, but that's the first thing I think of. And um, if I'm not mistaken, Clowney did play a couple of years in Kansas City. Uh,
Let's see. Actually, no. He opened his career with the Texans. Then he was with the
oh yeah,
Seahawks for a year. Then the Titans. Then the Browns.
And Titans and the Browns.
Yeah, the last three were just for 1 year. He's
Yeah.
with Houston the longest. Every other team, he was just with them for one season.
Well, I think their defense really needs to be beefed up. So I'd say give him maybe 1 or 2 more years.
Yeah, I mean
But
he's
so
not
far,
particularly old. He's 29, so I think he still has a little something left in the
yeah,
tank.
he's something diff. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, so
uh,
far he really hasn't impressed. He hasn't really impressed me the last couple of years. But
yeah,
hopefully it change. Hopefully it'll change here.
yeah,
Hopefully that defense will get better in Houston. But I wouldn't hold my breath on it.
yeah, yeah. I wouldn't rule out a return to Houston either. I think that's a strong possibility. Uh, and we'll see what happens with that. All right, so he's now off the board. All right, next I got a interesting name who's still hanging around. Trey Flowers.
Trey Flowers.
Yeah, let's see who he was last with. Just gonna check that right now. Okay. He's an Arkansas kid. All right, he last played with the Lions. He spent his last 3 seasons there. He's an outside linebacker.
Outside
Oh,
linebacker.
that's one of the big positions in as far as defense go.
Yes.
One of the
Yes.
most important spots.
Yeah. If they need to pull through defense, I'd say they should hold on to him a little while longer.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a good possibility. I could also see maybe the Colts potential
Colts,
spot.
that
But
could be a possibility.
yeah. Uh, but right now, I mean, he is only 28, so he does have plenty of years left.
Oh yeah, he's a young gun.
Mm-hmm. All right. So there really wasn't too much to say about him, but
Right.
all right, let's go to another kind of another middleman here. He's been around for a while. He was last with the Browns and Steelers, I believe. Joe Scorbert.
I do not think I'm familiar with him.
Oh, yeah, he was a linebacker. Yep. Okay. He spent most of well, he's fairly young. He only started in 2016. He's 28 years old. He's from Wisconsin. Uh,
Uh-huh.
yeah, he last played with the Steelers and then the year before that, he was with the Jaguars.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, this might sound a little crazy. Let him. Maybe he can go to the Packers. He's a Wisconsin kid, so there might be a fit there.
Hey, who knows?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I thought you were very familiar with him, so that's why I put him on the list. But let's see. All right, maybe this name will be a little bit more familiar. How about Anthony Hitchens?
Anthony Hitchens.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I want to say. I want to say he played maybe 1 or 2 years with the Cowboys, but
Oh yeah.
I could be wrong.
Yep. No, you're absolutely right. Let's see. He started his career with the Cowboys from 2014 to 2017, and last played with the Chiefs from 2018 to 21, and he was the Super Bowl champ. I guess he was part of the Kansas City one.
Right, the Kansas City Super Bowl champs. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I mean he is a linebacker. So that's a tough one. Basically, everybody can use a linebacker. You think the Cowboys need any linebackers?
I would say definitely.
Yeah.
I do
So,
definitely
yeah.
because it seems like Leighton Vander Esch is well, he's kind of like his predecessor Sean Lee. He's very
Oh yeah.
good, but he's always injury prone.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I mean if Cowboys could get someone like him, I mean get him back, um, yeah, that'd be good. But of course, I wouldn't hold my breath on anything because
Yeah.
rarely Cowboys re-sign players who used to play for them. So
Yeah. Let's see. Well, let's see. Let's check his numbers from last season. Let's see. Yeah, he had 40. I mean, he didn't have any sacks, unfortunately, but I mean, he had 41 tackles in 15
right,
games. So yeah, he had some pretty decent numbers. Yeah, he's not really known for his sacks, but he's pretty quick on his feet and can tackle.
right.
Yeah, it looks like his best season came in 2018, where he had 81 tackles.
Right.
And his best season with the Cowboys was actually his rookie season, where he had 59 tackles and one interception.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But I mean, he's only had one interception since then, which was actually last season.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe a door on Dallas. Who knows? I think I could see that happening too. All right. So let's take him off now. Let's see. All right. We're about halfway through our defense. Let's see. Next up, this name might be vaguely familiar. Joe Hayden.
Joe Hayden. Yeah. Tell me who
Let's
he's
see.
been with.
Yeah, let's check out his stats here. Let's see. All right. Well, yeah, he's from Florida, so let's see who he was with. Okay, he opened his career with the Browns from 2010 to 2016, and then he was with the Steelers the last few years after that, 2017 to 21, and he's a cornerback. Let's see. So who needs help all the way at the back end?
Oh, obviously the Cowboys do.
Hmm. That's interesting. Yeah, I could see
Obviously.
I could see the Giants needing help there also. Maybe the entire NFC East there could use him.
Yeah. Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, and Commanders.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even a return to the Steelers, probably I wouldn't rule that out either.
Right.
Because yeah, they could probably use some upgrades at defense.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say. I mean,
Interesting.
he's also a Florida kid, so I wouldn't be surprised if one of the Florida teams took a shot at him.
Yeah, it would be nice. Maybe Tampa Bay or
Mm-hmm.
maybe Tampa Bay or Jacksonville, possibly.
Yep. All right, so he's gone. All right. Okay, I have 3 names left for the defense before we move on to the wide receivers.
Uh-huh.
So next up is, I mean, this guy's been around for a while. Xavier Rhodes.
Xavier Rhodes.
Yep. Let's check this out. See who he last played with and other teams. Let's see. All right. Yeah, that's weird. A lot of these free agents went to school in Florida. He played Florida in college. Let's see. He's also a corner. He has played with the Vikings for most of his career, and he was with the Colts for the last 2 seasons.
I could probably see the Colts holding on to him for at least maybe 1 or 2 more years.
Oh yeah, I agree. I totally agree there. And as we said with the last person, the whole NFC East could use cornerbacks.
Yes.
So I wouldn't rule those out either. And as well as the Florida teams, he's a Florida kid.
Yep.
Okay. So now he's off the board. Okay. All right. The final 2 names. Let's move on to Janoris Jenkins.
Okay, I'm kind of familiar with him.
Yeah. Yeah. I believe he did play with the Giants, if I remember correctly. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. He was born in Florida. Let's see. Now he played in Florida and Alabama. Another corner. Yeah, he started his career with the Rams, 2012 to 2015. Then the Giants from 16 to 19. Then the Saints, and then last season he was with the Titans. What do you think? I could see him possibly being re-signed.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know how many years though, but
Let's see. I mean, he's getting up there in age. He is 33.
33. Yeah, he's getting up there. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe 1 or 2 years. Probably not good. Probably be the best thing. Maybe 1 or 2 years. But that's all
Mm-hmm.
I want to say.
Yeah. And he went to school in Florida, so maybe one of the Florida teams will take a shot on him. Or maybe even the Jets. I don't know. I'll just throw a random team out there we didn't mention yet. All right. All right, now for the last name. But I mean, if I do notice anybody if I do come across any defensemen that I missed, we could use it for the next show possibly. but I don't really think I
Yes,
missed
we
anybody.
could. Yes, we could. In case
Yeah.
if any of you out there got some big nine defense free agents that we may have missed, please leave them know in the comment section below, and we will carry up on that on next week's show.
Yes. And now the final name I have for the defense, Ikeem Hicks.
Akeem Hicks.
Yeah, let's see. He's a defensive
Don't.
end. Apparently he never played in college. He was with the Saints from 12 to 15, the Patriots for just one season in 15, and then he last played his last 5 seasons with the Bears.
And he's a defensive end or
Mm-hmm.
defensive end. Yeah, I'd say the Bears they should kind of hold on to him.
Yeah, I definitely agree there. I can't really see him going anywhere else right now. If nobody
Right.
finds him, then maybe retirement could be in the works. But then again, he's only 32, so he still has some years left.
Right.
Okay, we did him. Okay, I guess that does it for our defense. All right.
Uh-huh.
Are you ready to move on to the wide receivers? We got some good names here to talk about.
Oh, hopefully we'll have some really good names here.
Oh yeah, this first one. This is a big. I mean, I'm kind of surprised, but I'm not surprised at the same time. The first biggest fish on the wide receiver market, Odell Beckham Jr.
OBJ.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's check out some statistics here. Give me 1 second. Okay. Let's see. Okay, yeah, he's 29 years old. He's originally from Louisiana. He played at LSU. And he opened his career at the Giants. And then he was with the Browns from 2019 to 21. But unfortunately, an injury derailed him in his last season with the Rams.
Right.
And any wide receivers think are on the open market?
If any team needs receivers, for some strange reason, the first team that comes to my mind is Baltimore.
That's a very interesting choice. I mean, I could possibly see that. Also, I could probably see him going across town and playing for the other California teams, maybe even the 49ers or the Chargers. But also, he is also a
49ers,
Louisiana kid,
Chargers,
so
maybe.
yeah. He is from Louisiana, so I wouldn't be surprised if he signs with the Saints even.
Yeah, that could be a possibility right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's one
he
big
is.
time name,
Yeah,
Mister One Handed Catch. Oh my gosh, I still will not forget that game. I think it was a Sunday nighter against the Cowboys. The Cowboys won that game, but the big highlight was when he made that one-handed catch into the end zone.
mm. Yeah.
And he's done a few of those at this time.
Oh yeah, and he definitely still has something in the tank, and he's only 29, so he still has plenty of years left.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, he was a Super Bowl champ, and he was a former Rookie of the Year. So whoever signs him, it's going to be a good pickup, no matter who gets him.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, here's another guy who's surprisingly still on the board, Julio Jones.
Julio Jones. He started with Atlanta, if I believe.
Yep, correct.
And he left Atlanta to go to Tennessee.
Yep, those are the only two teams he was on. And he went to college in Alabama, but there's no teams in the Alabama region, except for maybe the Saints.
Right.
I mean, I could possibly see him going to the Saints or re-signing with the Titans.
I'd say re-sign with the Titans.
Yeah, or even a return to his original team.
Oh, maybe go back to Atlanta?
Yeah, I think that's a possibility.
I'm going to be keeping my eyes on that one.
Yeah, that's one. Mm. He probably doesn't have too many years left. He is 33, so he is aging a bit. Let's check his stats from the last season. Let's see how he did. Okay, well, injuries have derailed him the past 2 years. In 2020, he only played 9 games. 2021, he played 10 games. I mean, he still played more than half. He's not getting the touchdowns that he used to get. He had just 1 touchdown last season.
Hmm. Hopefully, I can see a little. I can see maybe a little pickup here this coming year.
Mm-hmm. All right, that puts him off the board. All right. Now, probably rounding out the big three for the wide receivers. Next, this guy has only played for, I believe he played for one team his entire career. I'm just gonna look that up to confirm. Let's see before I say the name. Okay, yeah, this one you probably know. This next wide receiver, he's only played for one team his entire career, and so far he hasn't resigned with his current Colts club. Longtime member of the Colts, been there forever. Receiver, T.Y. Hilton.
T.Y. Hilton. Oh my gosh, how could I forget him?
Mm-hmm.
It seems like he's
Yeah,
been kind of
spent his
quiet over the last year or so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
Don't
far he
don't
spent his entire career with the Colts.
yeah.
He played college in FIU. Yeah, 2012 to 2021. He was with the Colts, but I think a lot of injuries have derailed him. He is 32.
Yeah.
Think he resigns? He retires? What do you think? Anything you can think of happens? Oh, he did play in 10 games last season, and he got 3 touchdowns. Fairly respectable, but he's not the player he once was.
No, can't say he's like not what he used to be, but that's a hard call.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you want to
Yeah,
give a guy one more year season, or
yeah, I'll probably give
I
him one more.
yeah.
Yeah. Or I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe he goes to Chicago. They could probably use a receiver.
Yeah.
Or maybe one of the Florida teams. Yeah, I'm just checking his
Maybe.
2000. Hmm? Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, he didn't do particularly well last year. He only in total he only had 331 receiving yards. That's the
Yeah,
worst season of his career.
yeah.
Is in just and then below that, not not that good. He didn't reach 1,000 on that yard. Yeah, the last time he reached 1,000 yards receiving was 2018.
2018.
That
Wow,
was the
it's
last
been a
time he
while.
reached 1,000. Yeah, 2019 looks like it was 501.
How
Then
old is he now?
32, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, he's 32.
32. Wow,
Yeah,
that's a hard one to call.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I want the Colts to give him one more shot, but I just don't see it right now.
Yeah,
But
I can't really either.
yeah, let's see. Okay. All right. So that's basically the big fish on the wide receiver board. Now we'll move on to the middlemen here. Next up, this guy, I believe he last played for the Bills. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he was on your Dallas Cowboys. I'm going to look it up just to be
Cole
sure.
Beasley.
You got it.
There has been a lot of rumors saying that Cole Beasley could be coming back to Dallas,
Hmm.
but who? I mean, the only
Yeah.
thing I've always said, the only thing that's for sure about Jerry Jones is that nothing is for sure about Jerry Jones.
All right. Yeah. He
So
did. He did play
I'm
college
not.
football. He did play college
I
football in Texas.
yeah. I'm not going to hold my breath, but I'll say one thing with the departures of Amari Cooper and Cedric Wilson, if you want to give a nice reason, I mean, it's not a big reason, but yeah, I wouldn't mind see Cole Beasley back in Dallas, but
Yeah,
I would, like I said, I wouldn't hold my breath over it.
yeah, I can actually kind of see that happening. Overall he was actually pretty good with Dallas. Yeah, he played in
Yeah,
16. He played in all their games in 14, 15, 16, and 18. He played in all 16 of them.
yeah,
Uh, I mean, last season he didn't do particularly well. He played in all the games. However, he only had one touchdown.
yeah.
So that might be a little bit concerning, but I wouldn't rule out him being re-signed either.
No, I'd say he either he'll either return to Dallas or stay in Buffalo. That's pretty much the
Yeah,
only way I see it.
yeah. And he's not particularly old. He's 33, so he still has some stuff left. Okay. All right. Let's see. Next up on the list, I have Will Fuller.
Will Fuller. I want to say Saints or Rams.
Yeah, that's a pretty good possibility. I could also see him returning to his original team, the Houston Texans. Yeah, he only played with the Texans and the Dolphins.
Oh,
I don't see the Dolphins taking him back since they have what's his name, Jalen Waddle, and considering that they signed Tyreek Hill, I don't think they're not in the market for a receiver.
right.
Uh, but yeah, anyway, who'd you say again? The Saints?
I thought he either played for the Saints or for the Rams.
I mean,
When
I
I
could
heard the
possibly
name
see him.
Will Fuller,
Yeah. Oh no, he was only with the Texans and the Dolphins.
Texans and Dolphins.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's definitely not returning to the Dolphins.
Okay, so maybe Rams or Saints.
Yeah,
Maybe, who knows?
yeah. Or I could see him possibly going to his original team too, but
I mean,
we'll see.
Rams, Saints, Texans. They could
Yeah.
use him.
Yep. And he's still young too. He's 28, so he still has plenty left.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I got three names left before we move on to the quarterbacks. All right. Next name, kind of interesting. He hasn't been around for that long. Uh, I believe this guy was a member of one of our rival teams. Let's see. Yep, he's a member of our rival. He last played with the Washington, well, now the Commanders, Anthony Humphreys.
Anthony Humphreys. Um,
Let's see. He started his career with Tampa, and he was with the Titans for 2 years. And yeah, last team, Washington.
uh,
And he's also 28.
yeah. Looks like looks like they have a maybe a change at quarterback. So maybe if they hold on to him, maybe they could improve. Maybe.
Yeah, yeah, I see them holding on to him too. Even though I still think they're a last place team. I think they're going to hold on to him anyway. All right. The second to last name I have here, uh, a bit of a fairly new player. The only thing he's really known for is his speed. Not sure if you're familiar with this name, John Ross.
John Ross. I think I've heard his name a couple of times.
Yeah, he went to school in Washington. He played with the Bengals from 2017 to 2020. His last team was with the Giants. So as a
Yeah.
Giants fan, I don't see him being re-signed though. I would doubt it because they drafted a wide receiver they took a wide receiver in the second round of the draft. So
Right.
I anticipate he'd be the replacement. I know
Yeah,
Dallas is not in the
that kind of
market.
makes sense.
Yeah, Dallas is definitely not in the market for a receiver. So
Right.
I don't know. Well, since he went to college in Washington, maybe he could sign there, partner with Adam Humphries. I don't know. Do you see a fit for him anywhere? He's still fairly young. He's really young. I think he's the youngest person on my list so far. He's only 26.
Hmm.
Uh,
I can't think of any team off the top of my head that could use a receiver like him.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, he's still a young guy, so
yeah,
yeah,
he's just known for his really speed. That's about it. He's basically a Tyreek Hill, but he just doesn't catch well. That's the thing.
right.
All right, all right. The final name on the list. This one is a bit of a curveball. This guy, he is somehow still in the league. Let's see. I'm pretty sure he's the oldest player I have on this list. Let me see. Yeah, probably. We're close to it. 35-year-old ageless wonder Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson played for both. He played for the Eagles and for the Giants.
Not the Giants. Let's see. Yeah, he played with the Eagles twice. Once to open his career from 2008 to 2013. Then again from 2009 to 2020. Oh, sorry, 19 through 20. He was also at the time the Redskins, 2014 to 16. Then the Bucks, 17 to 18. He actually played with two teams this past season, the Rams and then the Raiders.
Rams and the Raiders.
Yeah. Right now, I think nowadays, I think he's basically regulated to wide receiver 4 or wide receiver 5. His starting days are obviously over.
Yeah.
And maybe to return punts. Yeah,
Yeah, as a
yeah.
punt
My,
return.
my, 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 my worst moment with him when, like, as a Giants fan, my worst moment was when he returned that kickoff for a touchdown.
The last second the last second kickoff return. I
That
remember
was
that.
painful for me when he was with the Eagles.
Yeah, it was the Eagles against the Giants.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we could definitely say his starting days are over. But I don't know. This one's a close one. If I had to say, I don't think anybody's going to sign him. And if he gets signed, it'll probably be maybe in the middle of the season or something.
maybe middle of the season, maybe probably a low contract, maybe. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, as a kick returner, he can be dangerous. But
Yeah.
as far as anything else, I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, the guy with that talent, he's been pretty good for a lot of years.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, unless someone is desperate for a kickoff returner or a punt returner or something like that, but I don't think so. I mean, if he resigns anywhere, he'll probably just get a few snaps here and there. That's about it.
Yeah,
His starting days are obviously over. I
yeah.
mean, I'm gonna see if he actually started a game recently. Let's see. Uh, all right, now he actually started 4 games with Las Vegas last season, surprisingly.
Uh huh.
So yeah, he still gets some starts here and there, but uh, he actually did one punt return in 2020. Uh, but since then, his last big action was 2018. So if anything, he's regulated to like fifth receiver or something now. But
Yeah,
so yeah, we'll see. But my gut tells me that this is the end of the road. I think he's retiring. We'll see.
probably.
Yeah, he's
But
played
all the
since
best.
2008. Yeah.
But all the best to him.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right. So yeah, that wraps up the wide receivers, and then I guess we'll wrap up the show with quarterbacks.
All right, start with the
Yeah.
glamour position, the position that
Yep.
everyone has their eyes on. So,
Yeah.
what is the first big name for the quarterbacks you got,
Yeah.
Mister Natali?
Yeah. I don't have many names on this list. I only have 4, but
Oh,
I'll start with the biggest name. You're definitely gonna know this one right out of the gate. He spent a majority of his career with the Carolina Panthers.
Cam Newton.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Cam Newton is a free agent. Uh, he's from Georgia. He played college in Florida, Flynn, and Auburn. He was with the Panthers from 11 to 19, the Patriots in 2020, and he had a reunion with Carolina. But is Carolina still in need of a quarterback, or is the door closed on him permanently? Is anybody out there looking at a quarterback?
Um, lot of Cowboy fans I know say that that Dak Prescott can't really win a big time game.
Mm,
So, but I'm not sure if they would want someone like Cam Newton. I mean, Cam Newton, remember he said, "I'm back, I'm back." How long did that last?
yeah. Let's see. Let's see how many games he played in 2021 with them. Let's check this out. Because yeah, didn't he get like cut or something? Oh, he played 8 games, started in 5 of them. That's it.
Yeah, I guess I guess the Panther ownership was kind of in a little desperation. They thought, well, he worked magic for us before. Maybe he can work magic again. But
Yeah. Yeah,
what
isn't
happened?
like yeah, basically I think all the starting quarterbacks are filled, aren't they?
I'd say pretty much.
Yeah. And then like I mean, if we're missing something, you guys can comment below and let us know. But if he
Yeah,
goes anywhere,
yeah,
it's probably just if he goes anywhere, it's going to be as a backup.
yeah. And I'm pretty sure he probably wouldn't want to settle as a backup.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean he is 33, so he still has something left, but it's just right now it's a quarterback crunch. Everybody has their starter essentially.
Yeah, pretty much. So who you got next?
Yeah. All right. Well, this one I actually stand corrected on. This is the oldest free agent on my list. This one you probably know. Uh, he's he played with the Dolphins recently and Washington recently. He's very up there in age now. He's 39 years old. He is Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Well, you never know with this guy. You're either going to get Fitz magic or Fitz tragic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's it's like he goes like from one extreme to another. I mean, he just they just can't seem to find common ground in his game sometimes. Sometimes he plays very good, sometimes he plays very bad. I mean, it seems like there's no in between with this guy.
Yeah. Yeah. He's been with
I don't know.
9 teams. Yeah. He opened his career at the time. They were the St. Louis Rams. He played with them for one season, 2005 to 2006.
Yeah.
Then he was just with the Bengals for 1 year, 7 through 8. Then this was actually the longest he spent with one team, the Bills, 2009 to 2012. That's the longest career with a team. And then after that, the Titans just one season. Then the
Yeah.
Texans just for one season. Then the Jets from 2015 to 2016. Then the Bucks from 2017 to 2018. Then the Dolphins from 2019 to 2020. And then at the time, the Washington No Names.
So boy's been
I think
around.
yeah, I think it's time for him to wrap up his cleats though. He is 39 years old. I don't see him going anywhere unless it's to be a backup. Let's check his.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the injuries derailed him. He only played in one game last season. He played in it and started it. He had only
Right.
had three complete passes and got sacked once.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He could be a potential Hall of Famer, but I think if I were him, I think it's time for him to wrap it up. But yeah, if he goes anywhere, I think it's just a backup. What do you think? You think this is it? Time to retire?
Well, I kind of agree with what you say. If he goes anywhere, he's going to be a backup. If he doesn't go, he's going to retire. So it's going to be one of those two options I see.
Yep. All right. So yep, now we're halfway there. We're down to our final 2 names for the evening. Next up. All right, this is going to be an interesting one. This quarterback uh, most recently played for one of the worst teams, Blake Bortles.
Blake Bortles.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Um,
Yeah, he is a Florida kid, so I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back to
did
Jacksonville as a backup.
yeah, I was going to mention. Did he play for Jacksonville one
Yep.
time?
Yeah, that's where he opened his career from
Yeah.
2014 to 2018. Then he was with the Rams in 2019. Then the Broncos in 2020. He returned to the Rams the same year, and then he was with two teams last season, the Packers and the Saints.
Hmm. I'd say if he goes anywhere, he'll probably be a backup again.
Mm-hmm.
I just,
Yeah, yeah,
but I'm not
he was
sure.
never that
But
great.
yeah, if I had a chance, but if I had to choose between Cam Newton and Blake Bortles as like a backup in Dallas, I'd probably go with Newton.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But
Yeah, just the numbers just aren't there. Let's see if gonna take a look, see if he had any recent numbers worth mentioning. Okay, actually no. He actually hasn't thrown a pass since 2019. He was on the
wow.
roster, but he never played.
Uh huh.
So yeah, the last time he threw a pass was actually 2019 when he was with
Wow.
the Rams. So
Hmm.
yeah, he's basically a bench warmer. So I don't know. Since he's been a bench warmer the past 2 years, I don't think he goes anywhere. This might be the year he sits it out. Yeah, there's not much to say on Blake Bortles then. All right, folks, we have reached the last name for the evening. This is kind of an interesting quarterback here. Uh, this guy is the second person to defeat Tom Brady in a Super Bowl.
Okay. Now, no. First, it was Eli Manning.
Yep, he did it twice.
Yeah,
So now
Eli
only one
Manning
other
beat him
quarterback beat
twice.
him. Yep.
One other quarterback, and that was oh, that would be none other than Carson. Get up and go has got up and went.
Oh wait, no, no, not him. Unless I got the wrong name.
Nick Foles.
Yes, him.
Carson Nick Foles. Yeah.
Let's check out
He
his
was
stats
with
here.
the Eagles. I remember him playing for the Bears for a couple of years, maybe.
Yes, yeah. He was with the Bears in 2020 to 2021. Oh, actually, oh no, actually, I goofed. Apparently, okay, apparently Nick Foles did resign. I didn't know about it.
Oh, he's just re-signed with the Bears.
Yeah, he was on my list, but it must have been just recently. Let me check this out.
Yeah,
Let's see.
it must have been a recent re-signing here.
Yeah, yes, I checked on. I think I checked like 3 days ago, and there was nothing mentioned about it. So let's see. Let me check something here. Okay, I guess just didn't get it. It just wasn't edited yet. He was released on May 1st.
It was released on May 1st.
Yeah. So let's see. Okay, so I'm just going to go through this one more time. Oh, yeah, he did play with the Eagles twice, 2012 to 2014. And then he played with the Eagles again, 17 and 18. Previous teams at the time, the St. Louis Rams, 2015. Then it was the Chiefs in 16, the Jags in 19, then the Bears 20 and 21. And then apparently it says Colts 2022 to present. I mean, assuming that this is accurate, do you think the Colts are
So
fit?
it may have been signed by the Colts.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Wikipedia, but sometimes you can't trust that.
Right.
Yeah, because it says Foles was released on May 1st, 2022. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean we can't trust Wikipedia, but assuming that this is not an error, do you think this is a good fit for the Colts?
Maybe. I mean, the Colts do have a young, about to be a second year quarterback, Sam Ellinger from University of Texas. So
Hmm.
I'm not sure if
Yeah,
Nick Foles would be a good
yeah,
fit for Indianapolis. I can't remember who's starting for Indianapolis right now.
uh, hmm.
I
Yeah, I'm trying
mean,
to remember. Ah,
Because I know Philip Rivers retired.
yeah, so it's definitely not him.
No.
Yeah, I don't name the names on the tip of my tongue. Let's see. All right, give us just a moment, folks. We will verify that.
Yes. Well, yeah. Let's look that up.
Andrew Luck era. Let's see. Jacoby Brissett, maybe.
Jacoby Brissett.
Oh, I think it is Carson Wentz. Might be a name we just mentioned earlier.
I think
Nope,
I
it's not
did.
Carson Wentz. Wentz plays for the Commanders. It's not him.
Wentz is with the Commanders now.
So wait, maybe it's Jacoby Brissett then?
Let me take a look here.
Oh, Matt Ryan. He just got signed there.
Oh yeah, Matt
Currently
Ryan.
Matt Ryan, although he hasn't played a game yet.
Right. So they just signed Matt Ryan in the off season.
Yeah, I can't recall who it was in 2021, but I believe it might have been Brissett.
Yeah, let me take a look at the Colts. I want to take a look at the Colts depth chart right here.
Okay.
Okay, so right now, Matt Ryan is a starter.
Yep.
The backup is Sam Ellinger.
Mm-hmm.
They have a third, James Morgan. And the fourth one is Jack Cohn, Coan. So,
I got an idea. I'm going to try something here. 2021 Colts roster. I'm just going to write this. I'm just going to do like a Google search. I'm going to do the 2021 Colts roster, see who was on there at the time.
Right.
Let's see. Sam Ellinger. Let's see. Yeah, that's right. The only name I get is Sam Ellinger. So maybe he did start. I guess it's just one of those like names you don't remember that well, I guess.
Right.
Let's see. Let me scroll through here. Jack Cohn. Sam Ellinger. Yeah, so I guess it was those names. I don't see any other buddy listed on here.
I don't either, bro.
Yeah, so I guess it was that. I guess it was that Sam Ellinger guy.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I don't see anything on NFL.com saying that Foles signed with them. I'm just gonna check one more time.
Yeah, I'm going to check. I'm going to look at ESPN.com. That's where I am right now.
Okay.
So we're looking up Carson Wentz or Nick Foles.
Nick Foles.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's weird. NFL.com doesn't show anybody with that name apparently.
Well, I mean, it looks like he's still Nick Foles.
Okay, so I just did his name in a Google search. It says that he's expected to sign with the Colts, although he hasn't formally signed yet.
Right.
Yeah, but I guess like you said earlier, you do see the fit as a backup to Matt Ryan.
There's a fit to back up Matt Ryan, Nick Foles, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean he's pretty much known as a backup.
Yeah, that could be a possibility.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I did look into it. It says that the deal is close. It's not official yet, but all signs point to him being a Colt. So maybe the next 24, 48 hours, it'll probably be official.
Yep. We'll have to keep checking the tickers down below on the screens of our TV sets and whatever we look at.
Yeah, the article was actually written today. I see it listed on NBCSports.com 4 hours ago. The article was written.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. So I guess that was that. So this was after I reviewed my list. Because like I said, I checked my list prior to that. So
yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's all the names I had planned for that week. But like we said, if you guys think of any names, you can let us know. And probably the following week, we have running backs to cover, tight ends, and kickers.
Yes. Yeah.
Although not a lot of big fish. the names I have left aren't really particularly big, but they are worth noting about, and we'll talk about that next week. All right,
Oh
Tim,
yeah,
stage is yours now.
yeah. That sounds pretty good. So, has Vincent very interesting names coming up for this week, and
Yeah.
maybe next week we'll go ahead and look at what was it? Looking running backs,
Running backs, yep.
kickers,
Tight ends, and yep,
t-
running back.
running backs,
Mm-hmm.
tight ends, and kickers. Okay,
Yeah,
so we
yeah,
will
not
definitely make a note out of that.
yeah, and if I do run into any names from the positions we addressed earlier, we'll add them for the show.
Oh, absolutely. We'll definitely get that there.
And then you people in the comment section, if we missed any names from the positions we covered today, let us know.
Yes, please. Please, if we missed anybody, let us know so we can get them covered for next week's show. We'll
Mm-hmm.
take care of everything. But as far as I'm concerned, we really don't have that much left to talk about. I did have this one story, but maybe we could save that for next week's show.
Oh, cool.
So, okay, let's see. I think my slate is clean for be next, probably next either next Friday or next Saturday. We could probably get together again,
Okay.
and hopefully we can get a couple of more people with us. I don't know where John Flynn is, but hey, just the same, we still want you people to listen to Hook on Sport with John Flynn. We got we got
Yes.
we got the main links in the description area. Click on one of those links and you'll listen to Hooked on Sports. And he's pretty soon, I think he's pretty soon going to go to 2 podcasts a week. Of course, one is nothing but NFL and the other one is for all the other sports. So just be sure and listen to him. John Natali, we should be renewing our league sometime next month.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards the probably the beginning of June, maybe possibly 1 to 2 weeks after the next show.
Okay. Okay. That sounds good. So and then we'll get a date set for our draft night. Of course, that's one of our big shows that we do here on Fantasy Football Fever.
Yep, yeah. Draft night for those of you who are new here. Our draft night is typically at the conclusion of the preseason, so probably
Yep.
like a week before the start of the season. So right now, target date. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is opening day is September 8th, correct?
I believe you're correct.
Okay, so that means right now tentative date for draft night will probably be September 1st.
September 1st. Hey, sounds good to me.
Yeah.
So I got something we're looking forward to. And of course, before then, we still have we have a 4 week series coming up this year later on, uh,
Mm-hmm.
doing our divisional previews,
Yes.
kind of going through each of the teams.
Yep. North, yeah, like one week north, 1 week south, and then so on.
Well, actually, we do 2 divisions per week,
Right.
just like we did last year.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like AFC North and NFC North, like 1 week. Oh, I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah. It's we did last year, so we got
Yes.
that coming up. But anyway, I believe we can put a bow on this issue of fantasy football fever. Be sure to join us next week. We will have part 2 of our free agent frenzy, where we take a look at running backs, tight ends, and kickers.
Yep.
So I guess we can go ahead and wrap this thing up, Natalie. Good to
Oh
see you,
yeah,
buddy.
absolutely.
See you next week.
Yeah. We'll have the outro. Don't forget the outro.
Oh yeah, gotta do the. Oh, I've already got it ready for you.
and
All right.
your
Anyway,
closing marks.
yeah, doing my closing marks here. All right, that's it. That will do it for that. We'll do it next week. Free Agent Frenzy Part 2. For John Natale and everyone associated with the show, I'm Tim McClellan. Thanks for joining us. See you back here next week. Good night. God bless you. And as always, be a good sport. See ya.
15 seconds to air. Stand by, all cameras.
Ready with slow motion and isolated cameras.
Stand by, videotape, and rotate.
And tape is rolling in less than 5, in 3,